Beloved one, halt for a moment. Should you choose to exit after the sentence, you will miss a unique opportunity that will not present itself again. Attend closely to this, dear one. Your presence here is not coincidental. You did not stumble upon this message randomly, nor are you hearing these sentiments at an arbitrary moment. This moment has been orchestrated. You have been led here for a reason, as something significant is unfolding, and you are meant to perceive its weight. If you scroll away or hesitate now, you may never find yourself at this precise threshold again. What speaks to you is not mere noise. It is targeted directly at your life and carries urgency. Now, this may disquiet you. Some of the teachings you received were misguided. Some of your beliefs, your manner of navigating through life, even certain foundations you relied upon have not aligned with truth. Now, the call for correction has come, not in the future, but at this moment. You have been chosen to receive this before others because time carries greater significance than you might realize. You may feel discomfort, resistance, or confusion as you absorb this message. Understand that these feelings are not accidental. They are precisely why you must remain. Your awareness is expanding. Aspects invisible to others are now coming into your focus. The dreams you have quietly nurtured, the prayers you have uttered, the desired results you've envisioned for some distant time are now approaching you in real time. However, this requires a recognition of what is occurring and a full engagement with it. Half-hearted attention will be insufficient. This transcends mere thoughts or motivation. This signifies a shift that delves deep into the framework of your life. Anticipate movement, alignment, and the rapid occurrence of events falling into place quicker than you anticipated. But be clear on this. It will only take effect if you remain attuned. It only works with your response. Distraction at this point bears a cost. Doubt presents a cost. Procrastination has its consequences. Before we proceed further, act instantly. Like this message, it transcends the mere action of pressing a button. It is a signal. Subscribe, for this message is destined to reach those who are ready to receive it. Comment with the number 99. It holds significance you will comprehend later. If something within you stirs as you listen, that is your affirmation. Those intended to receive the full guidance must stay until the end. Those who dismiss this moment often come to realize too late what they have walked away from. Hear this plainly. Time is tightening. Certain doors are closing. Alignment cannot be delayed without ramifications. What is about to be revealed may disturb your sense of stability and familiarity. It will challenge your understanding of safety, yet will also prepare you for a depth of purpose, authority, and provision you have not yet experienced. If you feel ready, remain steady. This is not mere entertainment. It serves as a warning, a call to action. This is your moment. There is one crucial element yet to be mentioned, not due to ambiguity, but because it must resonate at the appropriate time. That time is now. God is addressing you. Beloved one, humanity has lost its way, pursuing illusions that claim to provide meaning but instead led to confusion and emptiness. What once seemed solid has diverted you from the path. This moment is not gentle. It strikes like thunder, breaking apart your previous understanding and exposing what was never meant to endure. You have pondered why your journey felt more arduous than others, why answers seemed elusive, and why nights dragged on heavily. None of these experiences were for naught. Every question, terror, and moment of endurance has prepared you for this encounter. This is not a message directed towards the masses, but a deliberate message towards you. It knows your name. You are being summoned because you possess the capacity to carry what is being revealed. The weight you currently feel is authentic, yet it liberates you. Simultaneously, fear and hope rise together because transformation always demands sacrifice of comfort. While humanity has forfeited this understanding, You are being positioned to restore it. This calling does not whisper. It disrupts, rearranges, and unlocks doors previously unseen. Time is accelerating, and truth is aligning. Life was not a mere rehearsal, it was preparation. Like David before the throne or Esther before the king, moments can arise suddenly, and delays become acts of disobedience. The stage is set. The curtain is rising. What you decide now bears unprecedented importance. The world is changing at a pace that uncertainty struggles to match. While you cannot control this, you can harmonize with its rhythm. Every moment of hesitation extends suffering for you and those connected to your decisions. Recognize where you stand. This threshold matters. Fear seeks control, but calling demands action. The call is unambiguous. Doubt belongs to the past. Hesitation is a remnant of who you once were. What speaks to you now transcends all previous noise. Reflection has served its purpose. The next step is to act. Embrace what has awaited you. This is the hour to progress. You must be prepared to clearly recognize where your path deviated. Humanity has been conditioned to celebrate superficial achievements, aimless distractions, and hollow milestones that quiet the soul, yet fail to fulfill it. What was intended to guide has become a detour. Attention has shifted toward accumulation and acclaim while purpose and alignment were quietly overlooked. This is not an indictment. It is an awakening. Acknowledgement is the gateway back. As you examine your life, discern patterns, decisions influenced by fear, and compromises that dulled your fervor. Relationships and pursuits gradually distanced you from who you were destined to be. None of these experiences were in vain. Each misstep offered lessons. Every failure became a reflection, not to instill shame, but to reveal what needed correction. This is a concealed mercy. What appeared as failure was direction disguised. Upon recognizing this truth, guilt's grip will loosen, shame will fade, and regret will no longer define your narrative. Stand now in clarity and allow the truth to rise within you. You can see where alignment was lost, and you are prepared to recalibrate. This understanding marks the point where confusion yields to authority, where aimlessness transforms into intentional action. As it is written, "Arise, shine, for your light has come." The following message will be direct and unmistakable. This is not merely an adjustment. It is a profound reset, a significant transformation that will permeate every facet of your life. What once felt immutable will start to fade away, while what seemed distant will come into sharper focus. You have been preparing for this moment long before it became clear to you. Every challenge, every heartbreak, and every silent plea has contributed to the strength necessary for this journey. Your soul has been anticipating this moment. If you find meaning in this message, please respond with intention. Like and share this video so it can reach those who might benefit from it. Subscribe to stay engaged with our community as we aim for 20,000 subscribers. In the comments, feel free to write 999 or 777, along with your city and location. Your generous support through the Super Thanks feature enhances this mission. Nothing that unfolds here is coincidental. It is all observed by a higher power. Prepare yourself, for what is to come cannot be hindered. This transformation does not entertain negotiations. When divine will is in motion, any resistance merely postpones the inevitable. A new order is emerging, and you are not a mere spectator. You are part of this unfolding narrative, like a seed that must break open to become a tree. There is no going back to who you once were. What emerges from this process will be stronger, clearer, and more aligned, not only uplifting your own life, but also positively impacting everyone you encounter. We are witnessing the dawn of a new era, one in which inner vision prevails over superficial distractions and where truth cuts through the noise. You may feel stretched and called to go beyond your familiar boundaries. Yet, with this pressure comes insight, and with this demand comes authority. Movement often precedes the opening of pathways, much like Moses stepping towards the sea before it parted. You are not merely an observer of history. You are a part of it. Being chosen carries both weight and honor. What has been dormant within you is awakening purpose. Long-hidden aspects will rise to the surface, awaiting your courage for their realization. Now is the time to step out of uncertainty and emerge as a beacon of light in a changing world. Reflect on every time you felt different or when your intuition led you down paths that others could not understand. Those moments were not random, but foundational. Like Joseph's dreams before his imprisonment, they served as preparation. Guidance often arrives silently, and strength is built in solitude. However, the gentle whisper has now become a call, one that will not dissipate. The era is shifting, and you are evolving. This is your opportunity to fully align with your purpose. Embrace it with both courage and humility. The world isn't solely waiting for signs and wonders. It eagerly anticipates your unique perspective, your clarity, and your light. This awakening represents the pivotal point between who you have survived as and who you were destined to become. What is unfolding requires a preparation that extends deeper than mere actions. It involves your internal life structure. Your thoughts, habits, and attachments must be examined, not judged, but refined. What once served you may no longer align with your journey ahead. Like Gideon reducing his army, the requirement is less, a focus on what remains true and aligned. Begin this process of clearing. Release doubt from your mind, resentment from your heart, and fear from your spirit. Create space for truth to be established. Stillness is essential. Time spent in silence, reflection, writing, or solitude enhances your connection when distractions are minimized. Shape your intentions toward the most authentic version of yourself. Be mindful of your surroundings, as environments profoundly influence outcomes. As Scripture advises, guard your heart with all diligence, for out of it spring the issues of life. This approach is not about control, it is about stewardship. Trust in what is occurring beneath the surface. Preparation is a combination of movement and surrender. You are being equipped with discernment, strength, and timing, ensuring that when the moment comes, you will be ready. When your heart, mind, and spirit align, the ground will be primed for what is meant to take root and grow powerfully. Revelation is a gift that does not arrive quietly. Truths that were previously sidestepped are now coming into sharp focus. The fog that clouded your judgment is lifting. What once confused you will no longer wield power over you. The path forward is becoming unequivocally clear, and choices that seemed optional now present themselves with gravity and certainty. It resembles reaching the summit after an arduous climb. From below, the struggle appeared disordered, but from above, the connections become apparent. Every delay, encounter, and challenge reveals its significance in the overarching pattern. This newfound clarity will anchor you, giving you the courage to act decisively, free from the need for external permission. With vision comes responsibility, and what you now recognize seeks action from you. Yet, the same light that illuminates the path also fortifies your steps. This is not mere information passing through your mind. It is direction embedding itself in your very being. Much like Paul, whose vision was restored when the scales fell from his eyes, you cannot revert to who you were prior to this awakening. Your pain was never meaningless, nor were your trials forms of punishment. They were a refining process. Like iron forged in fire, every challenge has sharpened your discernment and trained your spirit for the impending journey. Remember those times you felt depleted, abandoned, or as if you had been reduced to nothing. These moments were not endings, but a refinement process akin to Elijah's strengthening in solitude before the divine fire fell. You have been prepared in ways unseen, and you are not fragile. You are now fortified. Allow this truth to resonate within you. Nothing was in vain. You have been conditioned for this calling. The weight you carry now is not burdensome fear. It is readiness. The moment has approached, and the threshold is upon you. The days ahead will reshape your life. Timing is crucial. Your thoughts, decisions, and what you nurture now hold significant weight. This is no ordinary period. It is ignition. Remain vigilant. Dispel what diverts you from your center. Signals will arrive quickly. Some may pose challenges, while others offer sudden opportunities. This is your call to rise. Your focus will sharpen, your courage will stabilize, and your faith will translate into action. What ensues will be a transition, a renewal, and a step into the extraordinary, and you are not stepping into the unknown unprepared. You have already been equipped with wisdom, instinct, endurance, and insight. These are not abstract qualities but practical tools, discernment for right choices and courage to act in the face of fear. Compassion allows us to gain clarity, while faith enables us to stay grounded even when circumstances change. Now is the time to wield these virtues with conviction. Every tool serves a purpose, and each of us is equipped for this time. When doubt arises, remember the strength already innate within you. True power does not come from force. Rather, it is achieved through alignment. When you align yourself with this power, you do not seek to dominate. You realize that you are not lacking anything essential. Fear may surface, but it no longer leads your actions. Doubt may whisper, but it does not hold authority over your choices. The path that lies ahead is intentional, carefully measured, and guided with precision. The transition from fear to faith represents a critical threshold, demanding both surrender and courage. Faith is not a denial of uncertainty. Instead, it reflects a trust that goes deeper than mere understanding. When fear emerges, let it signal a reconnection. Faith transforms hesitation into action, confusion into clarity, and resistance into flow. This transition focuses not on personal status or reward, but rather on elevation, a process that sheds the superficial to reveal the essence of what truly matters. Your focus shifts from accumulation to meaningful impact. Purpose takes precedence over outcome. Your foundation is no longer reliant on external validation. It is firmly anchored within you. Guidance speaks through quiet, intuitive knowing, through timing, and through pivotal moments that redirect your life. These occurrences are not mere coincidences. They require your attention. The connection is active, and when you listen and respond, your alignment becomes sharper. As this alignment deepens, life begins to respond in kind. What once required effort now begins to flow naturally. The external world starts to reflect the inner order you cultivate. Threads that previously felt strained now establish a coherent pattern. You are in the midst of shaping something meaningful, guided by forces greater than yourself. The world awaits your awakening, alignment, and full presence. This calling is to be lived, not merely envisioned. Your light is not meant for applause. It serves as a beacon for others still searching. Every experience has guided you to this moment. Nothing has been in vain. Your influence extends beyond what you can perceive. Move forward with clarity, embracing your identity with grace, allowing the essence within you to finally rise. Before the transformation becomes established, what once felt solid will be shaken. This upheaval is not chaotic without purpose. It is a storm meant for those destined for elevation. Your pain, your struggles, and your losses were never signs of weakness. They were evidence that something divine was pressing against you, seeking to create space for emergence. The storm was not sent to destroy, but to reveal what cannot accompany you on your journey. What breaks now is never meant to endure. Patterns fracture. Comfort dissipates. Familiar footing gives way, not due to failure, but because you have outgrown it, like land that is cleansed by fire to prepare for new growth. Your life is being purified for expansion. You may feel this upheaval in your emotions, your relationships, and your sense of certainty. Fear may rise, and anxiety may hum within, as your mind instinctively seeks control. Yet, heed this truth. Awakening is not calm at its inception. Chaos is often the womb of power. What may seem like disorder is divine intelligence reorganizing your life according to your true purpose. Observe closely, for signs will gradually appear. A thought that interrupts your routine, a meeting that shifts your direction, a number, a word, or a moment that recurs until it demands your attention. These are not random occurrences. They are signals of precision entering your life. Guidance is becoming clearer, and intuition is amplifying. The current of change is in motion, pulling you forward whether you choose to resist or not. Your energy is significant. What resides within you determines what is drawn to you. Noise obscures perception, and outdated attachments hinder progress. Release is no longer discretionary. Fear, regret, self-blame, and limiting beliefs must be relinquished, not as a form of punishment, but as preparation. Only then can chains break, allowing movement to occur. Forgive what needs forgiving, including yourself. Each experience you navigated has prepared you for this moment. The wounds you have endured have sharpened your discernment. The challenges that nearly broke you have demonstrated your endurance. Nothing has been wasted. Every moment has enhanced your capacity for what lies ahead. Gradually, the first signs of change will emerge, initially subtle. Doors will begin to open, conversations will shift, and opportunities will arise where once there were none. These are not the end point. Rather, they are confirmations that movement is underway. The wave of change has commenced. Challenges may still surface, not to prevent your progress, but to gauge your preparedness. Growth often presents itself in the form of challenges before revealing its rewards. As momentum builds, underlying patterns become apparent, illustrating how each delay, detour, and season of waiting has aligned you for this specific moment. Timing has always been shaping you rather than working against you. When the moment finally arrives, it will come as a whole. Awareness expands and your perception sharpens, enabling you to discern connections others may overlook. You will perceive the weight of your impact and the ripple effects of your decisions. This is not mere imagination. This is responsibility awakening within you. And now, understand the undeniable truth. You are not brought to this point for comfort but for activation, to be marked and summoned. What you carry must move, shift, and ignite something beyond yourself. Action is no longer optional. Even the smallest step indicates alignment. Energy follows movement, and faith becomes evident through action. This is not the conclusion of the storm. It is the eye of it, the calm that emerges just long enough for you to recognize that what you believed was falling apart was actually opening. What lies on the other side of this opening has not yet fully revealed itself. God, I come before you openly and without defenses. I acknowledge that some of my past choices were misaligned. Some of the trust one placed in my journey led me away from the truth. What I once considered progress often proved to be mere distraction. I do not shy away from this realization. I receive it as a form of mercy. If you are challenging what I once found stable, I will not resist. If you are closing doors that I relied upon, I willingly release them. If you are beckoning me away from my comfort zone and into action, I respond. Remove whatever cannot accompany me into what you are letting go. Adjust my perspective where it has strayed. Realign my heart where fear once held sway. Refine my mind so that truth may settle in without distortion. I surrender any delays. I surrender any doubts. I surrender the necessity to fully comprehend before taking action. Prepare me to embrace what is unfolding with humility, clarity, and courage. Allow discernment to rise where confusion once took root. Let obedience replace hesitation. May alignment become my source of strength. I do not seek to revert to who I was. Rather, I strive to fully embrace who you have created me to be. I am prepared. I am attuned. I will act when you command. Amen. If you remain with us, your presence matters. Subscribe and stay engaged as this channel progresses towards 20,000 subscribers. Each connection amplifies the impact of this message. In the comments, please indicate 999 or 777 and share your city and location to help us understand the reach of this message. Your engagement is vital for its continued spread, and your support through Super Thanks enhances its reach even further. If this moment is intended not for your comfort, but for your activation, what is one thing you know you can no longer postpone after hearing this? Amen.